Hello and welcome. This is Animal Wisdom Soundwashing. I'm Dr. Cara Gubbins of the Animal Wisdom Circle, and I'm here with
Phoebe Fazio from Soundwashing. I do Reiki and soundwashing and channel all sorts of fun sounds. And I'm so excited to be here.
We're having so much fun.
We are.
This is just such a good time.
Kara's going to pull a card from her beautiful deck, and then I'm going to make some sounds, and we're going to get to go on a little journey with us.
Yeah. And that's our deal. That's what we do.
Check them all out.
Yeah, we've got a bunch. We're starting
with
the whole animal kingdom.
Whales. I mean, if you missed that one, you got to go get that.
So we're starting with the Animal Wisdom Oracle card deck, and you can get more information about that at animalwisdomcircle.com. And I'm going to just go ahead and pull a card from that deck. And today we have the owl. I love the owl. The owl is way cool. So the owl is all about having clarity about who you are, clarity about what you're up to, and making your choices. So really knowing what's going on in the world is how I think of owl. That's their gift. Their gift is their clarity. And you know the wise old owl saying, well, it's true because they combine their intellect with their experience to gain wisdom. That's how we gain wisdom. And owls really do that. They are super compassionate, super intelligent, and they put those things together with their experience to create wisdom. So the wise owl is a very apt description. Their spiritual challenge is what this owl told me was unbearable compassion. And that big heart of theirs, they can relate to anybody, on that empathetic level. And so they have the compassion, compassion means to suffer with, right? And so they have compassion. So they're suffering with, and they feel the pain of suffering. So they understand when they kill a prey, that individual loses its life and they're suffering, and that they leave somebody behind and they suffer. So they kind of carry the burden of this unbearable compassion. And yet their message to people is to accept the consequences, take care of yourself, and accept the consequences. So we don't live in a world where we get to just, avoid anything bad ever happening. And we also don't get to avoid taking care of ourselves, at the expense of taking care of somebody else at our expense. What they're really saying is understand that there are consequences and accept those consequences because you're worth it. You need to take care of yourself. So do what's right for you. Have that clarity about who you are and what you need, and understand and accept the consequences. So that's the wisdom of the owl. Hold that up for you, Phoebe.
There was such an honoring in that. The native shaman sounds that come through, they come through often in my sound washings. And it was like this honoring of nature, you know, respecting all aspects of nature. There is death, there's killing for life, you know, and that there's that balance between life and death, and yet honoring and feeling the compassion is a big piece of that. And you know, I just really felt that connection in the, you know, there was sort of a sadness of really feeling that that compassion for something that you caused suffering, and having compassion not only for that animal but for yourself, and that sadness and that grief, and the need to do that. And I could hear the sound of the clarity. It's so interesting how the sounds, you know, like I just sort of go into a trance and then these instruments come before me to play, and the chime just really gives that crystal clear sound. And there was a little bit of jingle bells. I didn't pick them up, but but you could kind of hear at that end. And mostly I was playing this E bowl, but there was also a little bit of the B bowl playing. She likes to be played.
Well, in the beginning, I felt this circling around soaring sensation. You know, it just felt like an eagle circling.
Oh.
And then a lot of it to me felt like just healing the sadness. Just really, that felt so healing to me, so compassionate, and just so like, yeah, this infinite understanding.
And then it's okay. It's okay to hurt.
Yeah.
Because that's important. You know, you don't want to get to the point where you don't feel anymore.
Right.
You know, it's important to feel the feelings and to go into them and to accept them fully, knowing that that's part of the circle of life. I don't mean to be so trite, but yeah. I'm surprised that song didn't come up. But that's where that comes from, you know.
Yeah, it's true though. It is. It is the circle of life, and there is suffering, and you know, an owl has to eat, and they have to eat somebody who they just killed. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, to me, that felt very much like we were embodying the owl journey and feeling that compassion and that healing for that grief and the sadness associated with the suffering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just the other night, I heard an owl. I was outside with my little Pomeranian, and I'm like, can an owl eat a Pomeranian? They're not very big.
Probably good.
I've never really seen owls out, you know, outside. They're out at night. You know, do you know that it's an owl? But I've been out there a couple of times, and it flies into one of our trees, and it's obvious that that's an owl. It didn't make the sound or anything. I could feel its presence. And then I could see it go out and circle, and then then last night I heard it, or 2 nights ago. I heard it. I was outside and I was like, wow, my dog was going crazy. I don't know if it was over the owl or some other wild animal that comes out at night.
Something else. Yeah.
Barking at all kinds of stuff. And I'm hearing this sound.
Love it.
Beautiful and so present.
Yeah.
There. So now I know it's bringing me clarity.
Yeah, clarity, being present, like right here, be clear in this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as always, we're really curious about your experience with the wisdom, either the words or the sound experience. And if you want to share, we'd love to hear about what it means to you. So go ahead and put a note in the comments below, and we'd love to have a conversation there. And if you want to be notified about future videos that we post with this combination, this collaboration, then go ahead and click the subscribe button, and you'll be the first to know. What else, Phoebe? Anything?
If there's anything else that we need to give you, it'll be down in the descriptions, and we'll put our websites and any information that we think you might be interested in, and you can check it out if you want to.
And we'll see you next time.
See you the next time.
Wisdom of another animal.
Yay! Bye.
Bye.